the intro music. Yeah! Woohoo!
We're back with Scrambled Communications, and let me just go ahead and get this out there really quickly. There's already been several issues with various things that have been reported to the Scopely dev team. I'll probably cover those as I hit into each event. This Scrambled Communications did not launch as cleanly as some of our previous versions did. However, it is still completable, and you're still going to get some goodies, right? Goodies, because we're all wanting those 3D chess pieces to spin on our event store currency. Now, for those who are unable to complete this event, please know that I want all of your feedback. And I know I say this all the time, but only say it because I feel like we're getting more and more traction with this. So feedback, your comments down below. If you can't complete, if there's something there, for example, I mean, one of these is going to want you to spend resources on a building. There are literally players who cannot spend on anything, thus locking them in Scrambled Communications. But you have 3 days to complete this and 3 days to hopefully get Scopely to fix any of the problems that we have found. Yay! As I'm running an Armada in the background. Wonder why Rev is doing that. So let's start with number 1 here on, and I will try to include varying levels. Most people have everything's the same. Number 1, we have the blah, 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 fast, blah, 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 research, blah, blah, blah. All right, so the keywords here, research construction, you look for keywords fast. You're using speed ups here. Now, you don't have to use a ridiculous amount of speed ups. Just use speed ups on a building or research. Remember, you can actually use Latinum to convert here if you do not have any speed ups saved up. So if you have to do that, you can. Maybe not the preferred way, but it won't take you. I mean, you don't have to spend like 100 days of research or anything, because that would be insane. So it's pretty relatively easy to complete this one, but maybe hard to decipher what it is that they were actually wanting. Moving on to number 2 here. Blank calls, help, send, officer's assignment, success. Officer's assignment. This one I've actually got a little bit of an issue with. The reason I have a little bit of an issue, we just did an away team battle pass, and now you're including away teams in the Scrambled Communications. Now, the good thing with the away teams in the Scrambled Communications is the fact that, and hey, completed, bam, is the fact that you got 3 days to do this. So you've got time. Remember, my advice is always 4, 8, and 12-hour ones, run them as soon as you see them. Doesn't matter what you put on them. Simply run them. I'll actually start one right now just so y'all can see. Literally doesn't matter what goes on these. You just want to simply get them active and get them going. Because remember, you may not know this, but they automatically reset upon completion. So you will get a refreshed one as soon as one rolls. So make sure you're getting as most as possible. Run through those and do that. Let's go back and let's hit this, because I just finished at number 9. I got my Tio Sahura shards. Already had the avatar, which I do like getting the avatar, and then my May completionist trophy. So let's move over into our Scrambled Communications, going into event number 3. Nothing terribly difficult here, but this is going to be problematic for some people. Spending resources on a building doesn't require a lot. One of the things that I always teach players is keep your generators, the lower level ones, undone. And what I mean by that is any type of like upgrades you've got to do, it's your warehouse, your vault, and A, B generators. Your C, D, E, F, G, H, etc. never are required for like, upgrading buildings. Like I've got one here at tier 2 just to upgrade and spend a little bit. I did this one over here going to 37 just to complete my Klingon daily, and then also get this one done. But for those who have nowhere to go or are camping until they get what they need, that's obviously problematic for some players. Number 4, same idea, but now with research. And I know many of my high level players are complaining that they just don't have anything to do. They've done all that they can at their tier, and I can definitely see that being a problem for some. I think Scrambled Communications should be more of like, hey, go here, hit this hostile, go complete this task, run this run. This can be problematic, but anyway, here's the answers. My job is just to give the answers. Spend on research. Just got to spend some resources on research. Not a high amount, but you do have to spend on that. Moving on to the next one, we're going to number 5. Now, there are 2 versions of number 5. Attacking, use transwarp, defeat. You see the hints there. Transwarp cells, we're going after the Borg. So for most players, you're going to have to go kill 10 Borg nanoprobes. Doesn't matter which ones you do. I even tested it in the new Romulan systems, those new level 33s, and it worked a-okay. However, there is another version of this one, which is, let me put up on the screen, this one for lower level players, which is asking you to go kill hostiles in a certain system. One of those systems is Alhazar, Alhazar, I believe. You have to go kill an Alhazar because it doesn't expect you to be able to use the Vidar in Borg probes. This is just a variation of it for lower levels. Most people are all going to have to go kill your Borg probes. Now the next one, following the same theme, now we have to go kill, you guessed it, swarms. Yay. Well, I mean, you got to do those every day, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, but you got to go kill swarms now. And 15 swarms will then complete this event right here. So 15 will get you number 6 in the finito range. Number 7, now this is going to need you to mine a white material. My first thought was actually I have to spend commons, but you actually have to mine crystal. Now 2-star will work, 3-star will work, 4-star will work. You have to mine 200 crystals. So basically with any miner, you can complete this in a few seconds. So 200 crystal will then complete and it'll move you on to the next stage. This is one that everybody should be able to do without a problem. Number 8, calm, strengthen, ship now is the blank tie upgrade. Now this one is a little bit, I feel like, misleading in its hint because it seems to indicate upgrading a ship, but actually what you can do is simply spend ship XP to level up a ship. I think it's like 1,000 XP, so a really small amount. You can actually convert that with Latinum if you had to. And using that, that's what I did. I actually took my Devore to my next level. I went to like level 6 from level 5. Let me pull up my Devore real quick. So my Fisha, by the way. I took my Fisha to level 6, just spent a little XP and way more than I needed to, and that worked. You could have also just built a Fortunate and, you know, maxed it out or something. You just need to spend about 1,000 XP to complete that one and move you on to the next level. I do want to backtrack real quick. I'm sorry about I forgot to mention this. When it comes to your swarms that we were doing, which was number 6, your swarms, as of the making of this video, only hitting swarms up to level 35s work. For whatever reason, the Mark II swarms, like the ones that came with the Franklin A, the 37s, 41s, 43s, etc., were not registering. Now, I did pass this on to the dev team before making this video, so maybe by the time you're watching, that has been fixed. But just to be on the safe side, killing 15, giving you 2 points each. If you go to like the 32 systems, the 35 systems, or any of the lower level systems, those are all registering correctly for this event. So we did number 8. Number 8 is going to be spending ship XP. And then finally, number 9, which could also be difficult depending on if you've collected your uncommon armadas lately, but faction incoming, massive enemies fight together. You've got to fight any, honestly, faction armada. I did a Federation uncommon, ended up working, and that ended up being the longest task I had to do because it took 15 minutes. But that's how you're going to wrap up your scrambled communications for this one. I just realized I forgot to take that off the screen the entire time. What an idiot. Y'all can comment about how dumb I was the entire way. Let me pull this back up just to repeat. Hey, number 6, there's an issue with it. Not all hostiles are registering. This is killing swarms. Let's do one by one. Now going into number 7, you had to go mine 200 crystal. 200 crystal for number 7. Number 8 was spend ship XP. And then number 9 was complete a faction armada. Didn't matter what level. I did it in low space. Didn't test a higher level armada, but I assume all armadas work. Simply an issue with number 6. I haven't got any reports of any issues with some of the others. So I'm trying to keep this one brief because it's just a Scrambled Communications answers. If you have questions, comment down below. I'll try to get to them today. About to go run and get my first tattoo, which should be pretty exciting. Can't wait to honor my son because I love him. So anyway, I'm out. Deuces, that's me. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for those Space Cowboys. I'll catch you on the next one. We outie.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.